And we're back. What's up, guys? My name is Lsharp, and I'll be playing Thomas Was Alone. Now, I've been told this is a beautiful narrated story, simple graphics but fun gameplay, and I'm gonna try to do a playthrough of this. I won't be talking too often because of the amazing narrations that are here. So, let's jump right in it and start the game. This is my first time playing, so Thomas wasn't special, it was just an
Thomas
AI.
was alone.
Oh,
Wow.
I'll
We
turn on my
first thought to have.
so
Thomas decided to start listing his observations for posterity. 1. The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing.
Okay, this game already feels amazing. Amazing. Yeah. I'm gonna have fun playing this.
Okay, interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think! What if there was some kind of inverted fall? Some way to... what's the word? Jump. It worked! Thomas had solved the great inverted fall mystery.
Inverted full mystery. Brilliant.
A big jump. But Thomas noted there was no real danger in missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him, but gently. This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment. He was starting to suspect it might even be doing so on purpose. Nah, paranoia.
The music is fantastic. The gameplay is amazing. You gotta try this game whenever you get the chance, guys. This is awesome. Let's see what happens when you die.
This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. This all seemed a little dangerous.
Yeah, we've heard that
The
now.
world
Oh,
was
wow.
not to be trusted.
Oh, God.
Unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment.
That was scary.
Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might, or might not, be important. It might have been paranoia again, but Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills. It had been designed just for him. He wondered why. Was the world testing him? No, too obvious.
Okay, so we'll learn new things as we progress through the game, I take it. This game is amazing. I'm sorry, there's not a lot else to say.
Something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it. He made another mental note. 4. Water. Not good. To be avoided. The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that.
All the way to the right, but I guess not. Off to the next portal.
Thomas had a new theory. The world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper. Was evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with.
Aww. I submitted hundreds of bug reports. I told that idiot this would happen, overlapping scripts, more than one. AI was bound to be spawned into an environment at some point. Turns out I missed the point and I couldn't read.
Chris took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
Okay, so you can change characters and they use each other. They both have to be in the portals to reach the next level. Seems logical enough.
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times. Well, not technically graceful, probably the wrong word, but you know, fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
Don't be mean to Thomas. He's lonely. I love how the world is generating as I'm going upwards here. Chris is also a great jumper. Or a faller, I mean. That has to be said. And off to the next one.
Okay, this was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it. Which, of course, made it all the more enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him?
I just noticed how the text scrolls if you go off the screen. That's brilliant. Oh, cool. You can ride on each other.
Great. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile.
Come on, Chris, don't be like that. Thomas is lonely like you.
Was this good? Because on the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
Hardcore parkour, jumping puzzle. Yeah. Oh, God, he does jump a lot harder, higher, faster, further. You know what I mean. So yeah, we are Thomas. We're some sort of AI being released into the real world. But we're all alone. We just found Chris. Who's useful for his height, pretty much. And there will be other characters later on, so I've been told.
Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred. He seemed so very happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness. That would be fine. But it was all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot. He hoped the next portal would split them up, if only for a few levels.
Don't split them up, come on, Thomas is alone. Or was alone. Thomas going to fit through here, so oh god. Oh. And friend.
John knew. He knew that this was his chance. A moment to shine. This was game day.
Okay. So John is extremely tall. Seems correct. Yeah.
This would not do. John needed room to show off his exceptional skills. As it was, he was trapped on the wrong side of these little dot things. Where did they come from, anyway?
So these two guys are in the way of John. Puzzles are still easy enough here. And you can see in the right bottom which one you have selected. Oops. No. Gotta select John.
John inhaled the air of the open space, and it smelled of awesome. Time to flex those muscles, to put his training to use, time to show those little dots how it was done.
Holy crap. This guy jumps even further.
John decided to press the switch to let the little dots catch up with him. John cared for his new allies.
Aww.
You could tell from the sympathetic expression he practiced in the mirror all these years.
Thanks, John. John is a good guy. Chris probably needs help there. Ooh. That's this level beat. Okay, this is gonna be my last level for the day. 1-9. Seems like a good part to end it, so let's just see if we can solve this one.
John was happy to keep helping. He felt it was important to his image that he was seen to help the little guys.
John is like a big brother helping out for everyone. It's lovely. Oh god. This guy. And then this guy a bit to the side. There we go. John back here. So Thomas can jump on John.
He didn't mind them so much either. The red one, Thomas, had a charming way of applauding every time John jumped.
Thomas is a good guy. Come back here, you little rascal.
The angry orange one was less immediately likeable, but his unremitting cynicism and tutting amused John.
It's pretty much how I feel. Angry orange. Oh wait, if we put John here, we have slightly higher and first Thomas, then Chris, and then John. Okay, so this was the first playthrough of this game.
This was interesting. A floating target.
This
This would require coordination,
Shut up.
balance,
I
and
know.
timing.
You're
John
brilliant.
was sure the dots would be lost, but he was happy to guide them to triumph.
Thanks, John. Anyway, this has been the first Let's Play playthrough thing of Thomas Was Alone. I hope you guys enjoyed. My name's Lsharp, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!